Welcome to Eliana's Hope. My name is Mickey Jacobs, and I am here to encourage, empower, and enlighten your spirit being through body and mind oneness. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm just going to do a quick review of Spirit Junkie by Gabrielle Bernstein. This is an amazing book. I really enjoyed it, and I will be buying it. Yes, I I borrow books from the library first, and then I see how I like them, and then I decide if I want to buy them or not. I will be getting this book because it was so good, and I enjoyed it. Spirit Junkie is basically an interpretation of A Course in Miracles, and she is just doing her interpretation of that book and using, a little bit of her life in order to explain it. So in the book, there are 3 sections to getting back to self-love and miracles. And the first section is the detour into fear. And this explains how our mind goes wrong and why we become so accustomed to a fearful way of being. The second section is the answer. And this provides a roadmap to serenity, and she gives ways to recondition our mind back to peace and joy. And the third section is the miracle. And this is how we maintain our happiness and we share it with the world. So the Course teaches that each time we shift our perception from fear to love, we create a miracle. So first, step 1 or section 1, she introduces this phrase of one tiny mad idea. And how this starts is that, you know, you're a little child. She says we're all born into love. We all accept love and we all see love. And then there's just that one tiny ideal as a child or even in adulthood, but mostly it starts into childhood where we run away from love and we start to follow fear. And her tiny mad idea was when she was 8 years old and she landed a commercial and she experienced love from her father that she had never experienced before. And so she thought in her fearful mind that in order to receive her daddy's love or in order to receive love at all, she would have to have an outward success. So she stopped looking inward and started looking outward in order to make herself happy. That was her tiny mad idea. And then from there, she develops an ego. And in this book, the ego is fear, and it separates us from our love mindset. So once we follow this fear, we can no longer travel down the road of love. It says that, you can't serve 2 masters, which I found so wonderful because, it says that in the Bible. And when I read these, new age books and, these new ways of thinking, I always try to help it to make sense to me and, how I came to this place of, a deeper faith and wanting inner peace, and that was through Jesus Christ. So it's always nice to, make it make sense to me. So in section 2, she gives ways to find love, and that was through meditations, and I added some of that on Eliana's Hope page of Facebook. And she also says to journal, journal the negative thoughts or the fearful thoughts that you have and pray about them. One thing that I learned was that she would sit and meditate and say, I forgive myself, I forgive others or the people that have wronged her or, or she's assumed something from somebody. She would openly say, I forgive myself for assuming that person X would do such and such. And I started using that, and it really has helped. And she also says that she is love, and she is openly and available to accept love and give love. And so I use that as well. And then another one that she says is I release my fear and I accept love. Because, if we are acting in this fearful state of being called the ego, as she puts it, or as A Course in Miracles puts it, you know, we need to start to release that fear in order to gain that love that we once lost. In section 3, once you have gained this love and you've done the meditations and you've journaled and you've prayed and you're at a place in your life where you are starting to accept love and see yourself as love, now it's time to share it with the world. And so that's what she does in section 3. How do you share your gift or your love with the world? So that is Gabrielle Bernstein's book, Spirit Junkie, in a nutshell. I really enjoyed this book, and I think I got this book, and it took me 4 days, yes, 4 days to read this book, because it was just so wonderful, and I wanted to do a review. So if you want to get the book, I think it's a wonderful idea to get the book. I would rate this book a 10, but that's just me. And I'm so excited to read A Course in Miracles. I kind of did it backwards. I was supposed to read A Course in Miracles first and then read her, or read them alongside together. But I think I'll still get, the gist of everything when I read A Course in Miracles. So I'm so happy you joined me today. I hope that you read the book and that you gained some love from the book as I have. And you be blessed. And this is Eliana's Hope.